Uh,
All right, y'all. How's everybody doing? Welcome back.
I'm
What's
doing
up? What's
good.
up?
Nothing new.
Come on, Jerry. Got to give us more than that.
No, it's nothing new. I'm actually going to see The
On
Little
a date?
Mermaid
Oh.
Okay,
tomorrow.
tonight.
No,
Oh,
it's tomorrow.
Is it
I was
on a
invited.
date?
No, no. I was
Hmm.
invited to the Atlanta premiere of The Little Mermaid. Um,
Hmm.
so I thought that I would be nice and try to give because I have 4 tickets.
oh,
So
okay.
Hmm.
yeah, I was trying to be nice and give them to our Father of the Year here.
Mm.
But he never answered my calls or
Mm, mm,
responded or
mm.
text back or nothing. So I
Sometimes
had
you block your
to,
blessings.
yeah.
Oh man, that's
So
okay. It's okay.
so what happened with that, Loronta? Tay?
Uh, man, it's been life and life has been life and I saw
Mm.
you call and I got this thing and it's on me. When I see like somebody called me over an hour ago and it's like 10 o'clock at night, I kind of
Mm.
sleep and then you know forget to
You
call
say
back. Day.
you say yeah, I'll call him back in the morning, right?
Yeah, and then that morning just turned to afternoon, and he's like, what? I'll see him in the pod tonight. So I'll chat with him. But man, my youngest man, she's not movie friendly. Even
Yeah.
the Kelly when she be on her own type of time, like she don't want to sit still.
Mm.
She ain't.
How old is she?
She's 18 months, well 19 months now, but 18 months. You know what I'm saying? A month, year
Like,
and a half.
oh,
Okay,
because I
so
was
right,
thinking
she
that
too
like,
young to be in the movie theater.
but I was thinking like he has a 13-year-old and he always takes his 13-year-old and his 13-year-old's
She's
friends from his school out. So I was thinking that like,
guess
it's a
what movie
kid
they saw?
movie,
Guess what
let
movie they
kids
saw?
see it.
Guess what movie they saw, bro? It's a movie that they shouldn't have been seeing, but we cool parents. They saw Evil Dead.
Mm.
That's not
They
Right.
could
that.
get in that movie without parents?
No, that's rated R. That's rated R.
How did they get into the movie without
I mean,
without
we
somebody in the house?
like me and the other parents, we bought the tickets because it was rated R.
Oh, so how you gonna be like, guess what movie they saw when you bought the ticket?
No, I'm
Like
saying
they
like
wasn't supposed to be
so
seeing it. You
what
basically
I'm
gave them
saying.
permission.
Hear me what I'm saying, like because I already asked her, you want to see Little Mermaid? She was like, nah, I'm straight on it. Like
Oh, okay.
she
Damn.
kind of, you know what I'm saying? She's at that little that area where I don't want to
She's
be.
like, I
I'm
don't
a
like the
kid.
kid shit no more.
Yeah, yeah, but she still fuck with some kid stuff. But she was like,
I'm
live
grown.
action. Yeah, she ain't really rocking with the live action stuff. She ain't really. I'm trying to think of the last thing I tried. I forced her. I forced her to see Lion King. She was mad at that one.
Damn.
What else has been live action? Yeah, she don't really. She
Well,
don't really rock live
this is all
action.
news to me. I was still trying to invite the Father of the Year and his
No,
kids to
I
go out,
appreciate it.
but I'm
I
taking
appreciate it.
um but
Some
I'm
bitches.
gonna actually go and I'm taking some of the RDO
Mm.
children. Who is
Hey,
going?
Oh, that's what's up.
some of the
The
Martavia.
grad.
recent
Yeah, I'm taking
Martavia.
Martavia.
Martina?
Martina, sorry, I'm confusing two people.
Ooh. Oh,
Martina,
Oh my
you putting two
God.
people
Where
Madison,
together?
Martina at?
and Braden. Yeah,
Hey, shout outs to Madison. Who else?
Braden, he's the newer
Right.
one on the line.
Oh,
So
okay. I don't know him, but
Man.
Madison, she's one of the goats. She's the young goats, Billy
Let me
goats.
tell you, when last time you talked to Martina?
Um, if not 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it's been recent.
Oh, okay, y'all keep in
hmm.
touch. Okay, that's what's up. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
for sure, for sure. That's the homie. That's the homie
Hmm.
on some not barbecue, but she was like about to buy some meat, and she was like, where's a good place to go? And I was like,
Where's a
you
good
might want
place
to
to
try.
go to buy meat?
Yeah, 'cause she really her mom got a boyfriend and he's really good on the
Hmm.
grill. So
Oh, okay.
she wanted a recommendation. I was like, we might want to go to a local butcher because like,
A
Kroger's, Walmart's,
butcher.
they gonna put the arm tag you on arm and leg. And she wanted like a brisket or something
Oh,
kind of
okay.
unique.
Where do you find
Okay,
a
yeah.
butcher in Atlanta?
There's plenty
I
of
mean,
butchers in
it's
Atlanta.
surprising. It's funny. It's actually she had one that wasn't too far from her. You just hit the Google Maps and it's surprising how many butchers
Hmm.
um are out there.
Plentiful.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mhm.
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, we definitely need to do a barbecue slash pool party, but I'm not buying all the
What
food
you
yet.
doing for Memorial Day, Jerry? I'm trying to pull up.
What am I doing for when is Memorial Day?
This weekend.
Monday.
Well, yeah, Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
no, probably nothing.
Mm.
Probably nothing.
Same.
What are you
I'm
doing
trying
for
to.
Memorial Day? Do y'all have that holiday in California,
Of
DeMarcus?
course we do. It's a
Oh.
federal holiday. So yeah, it's a bunch of parties going on. So I'm gonna see if I can rally my little party crew to go out on Memorial Day. Um, yeah, that's I mean that's like my low key plan. But shit, if don't nothing else pan out, I might just go see a movie by myself. I've been trying to find some free time to use use some of these movie credits. But
Mhm.
your boy be booked and busy.
What are you gonna see? The Little Mermaid?
Probably not. I mean, I will see that, but that'll be like the last movie on my list to see.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Air the other night.
Mm.
It
On
was pretty
Amazon
good.
Prime, right?
Yep, for
Wow.
free.
After you had to verify, I just listened to that episode today because I just edited today. And I was like, he really verified me, but didn't verify Loronta in the same episode.
What are
Oh,
we?
what
What?
did I say? What did
What?
I say?
I don't even
See?
remember. See?
Exactly. Because he was like, let me see. I don't believe you. And then Loronta later on was like, about Nobu. He said about Nobu, how there's never been a Nobu in
Oh yeah. Like
Atlanta.
Nobu just got to Atlanta. Yeah.
Yes. And then you
Because
were
that's
like, no,
true.
it's not. And he was like, yes, it is. And I was like, yes, it is. It's like, oh, okay. And you didn't even verify that. It's like, wow, these people are fake. Fake
Mm.
towards me.
Nah, it just depends. Cause like Noble, he not going to Noble no time soon. But
It
Absolutely.
just depends on the time of year.
if it's on air, if Amazon if airs on Amazon, that's a quick boom boom. Got me something to do in a couple of days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Noble was never gonna
I'm
get
gonna
added.
be in I'm gonna be in Atlanta in September though, y'all. We can set up a
Uh-oh. Live show.
little live show, record it,
Oh
put
my
our faces out there.
goodness.
Folks can see what we look like.
Yeah, we can finally take pictures together as a trio.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I got a picture that I'm gonna post to
You don't have
the
picture of all three of us.
Recent,
not all
recent.
three. Not all three. It's two. It's me and
Yeah.
Loronta, but it's from when all three of us was hanging out.
I mean, I have one picture. Is
Some
you are on your
2012.
bed, Lorante's on the floor,
That's the
Mhm.
one.
and I'm
That's the one.
you had that one too?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
where were you? You were the one taking the
I
picture,
was
I
the one
assume.
taking the picture.
Right.
But
Yeah.
we can all finally take pictures and have like a photo shoot.
Get Bronson to do it
Hey,
Somebody.
if he's still in town, because he about to be a cruise man.
I know. I was about to say he about to hit the open waters.
Oh, what's he about to
Mhm.
do?
He about to be
Working
a cameraman on the cruise ship.
Oh, which company?
Norwegian.
Oh,
I
hey,
love my Norwegian. Oh, that's the one that we went on, right, Loronta?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's the one
nice.
that Lorante. That's the one that we went on, but I just saw a TikTok of somebody who had a horrible experience on Norwegian. So I'm like,
Why do they have a horrible experience though? I need details.
She said that the bar was always full. She couldn't get a drink at a bar. They were only going to the white people first, not the black people or her family. And then she had white people in her party. And then she went away. No, her mom and the white person was doing this experiment. So she went away from the bar, like her mom and then the white person stayed there. So as soon as she went away, the person came straight to the white person, their friend, and like took her order. So it was just a lot like it was
That's
just a lot
fucked
of stuff
up.
like that. I mean,
That
I
is fucked
love
up.
my
I mean,
Norwegian cruise. So this must be
yeah,
new 2020 plus
Right.
stuff.
yeah, yeah. It got to be, yeah. I mean, folks racist everywhere you go, so
Mm,
I don't. I expect racism when I
yeah,
travel.
yeah,
But then
that's
she like the first thing like she gets mad at other people at the bar. Like, come on, it's a cruise. It's only so many bars. There's always gonna be
but
other
she
people
said
there.
so she was on like one of the newest cruises with like the
Hmm.
biggest boats. It's like the biggest boat that Norwegian has. So
Hmm.
yeah, she was like, I don't really understand why it's always full. And like when I was on a reach cruise, there was like mini bars. So if one bar was full, I would just walk to the next one and
Yeah,
see what was
which is
going
what, which
on
is,
there, right?
which is why I feel like that's what she could have did too, but
Yeah.
apparently not.
But she did
Apparently
stay
not.
at that one bar. But I was hopscotching those bars. I was like, I'll get my frozen drink from here, my martini from here, my margarita from here. Then I'll roll it back around and do it all over again.
Yeah, because you had bought the unlimited, right? The
Yeah. Oh,
drink
the
package.
unlimited is a
That's the only way to
must.
do it. That's
That's
the
the
only way to
only.
do it.
And you got the unlimited on the cruise that we went to, right? DeMarcus?
Nah, I did not. I didn't actually.
Yikes. Yeah,
Yeah, but I
that's
mean, I didn't drink as heavy back then. That was like, yeah, that was right at tail end of grad school. So
oh,
like
okay.
I was drinking, but I wasn't drinking heavy. Like when I finished grad school, that's when it like peaked a little bit. So I had more time. But and pandemic. But neither
Yeah.
here nor there. All
Um
right. Today's episode. What's today's episode, Jared?
wait,
Big booty.
oh wait. Are we finished with the how are you
Oh,
doing
are we?
segment?
Are we?
I don't know
You
how
sure?
Loronta doing.
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Can't
I thought,
complain.
yeah, he said life was life, and
Life was
he
life, and
Nothing new.
he let the kids go see
The Evil
that
Dead.
that R-rated movie.
already moving, but it's
When did y'all
already
go
like
see that?
murder. No, I told you I went like it's not 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks
Oh,
ago.
okay.
It might be three
Yeah.
weeks,
All right.
but
Because that like just came out.
that's all right. I
Yeah.
saw Guardians of the Galaxy because I personally didn't feel like seeing, and I don't go to the movies often. So I was like,
Mhm.
shit, if I'm about to go to the movies, I'm gonna see something I want to see. So I dipped
Mhm.
out.
Oh, you
You
went by
So
yourself?
yeah. Well, they were over there, and
Okay, got you.
I went across the hall, and I was like, hey, text me when y'all movie done.
anyways, let's go ahead and start this show.
Let's do it. 'Cause
Black
our lives boring.
Black Geek Energy.
You deserve to be happy. Professional, licensed, and vetted therapists who you can trust. Tap into a network of licensed, accredited, and experienced therapists who can help you with a range of issues, including depression, anxiety, relationships, trauma, grief, and much more. With our therapists, you can get the same professionalism and quality you would expect from an in-office therapist, but with the ability to communicate when and how you want. All right, head on over to betterhelp.com/BGEpod. Sign up right now. Let them know we sent you.
All right. So what are we talking about today, Loronta? I mean, DeMarcus.
Magneto.
No, we're not.
Magnegro.
That's actually gonna be my yeah.
We're not talking about Magneto.
Magnegro.
It's not. I could have sworn that's what it said in the title. Hold on, let me go back to
I
the
thought it was
invite.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, Magneto was right.
Oh,
Now
it's
today's Magneto was right.
And next time it's
oh
gonna be Harry
shoot.
Potter, right?
So I'm wrong.
Yeah,
No, that's okay.
I expected you to had a note.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh shoot. So I mean I thought that it would be you since it was your idea, but I mean I do have notes for this.
Ooh.
Oh, no, cool. That works.
All right,
Bum, bum,
so
bum.
tell me, y'all, what do y'all know already about Magneto?
Mhm.
He's Jewish. Um, grew up in like the Holocaust. He been alive for a long time.
Mhm.
Yep, they killed his mother. And that his power was activated. Um,
Mama.
he can control the master of magnetism, as he likes to call himself.
Mhm.
Um, you know, in the animated in the animated stuff, he can like make force fields with magnetism.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
they say his powers ain't supposed to work like that for real.
I mean, he could make force
Uh,
fields in the comic books too.
yeah, but they say that's not what's supposed to happen.
I mean, you know, in the comic books,
The the writer.
In the Stan Lee days, he could like teleport
Mhm.
using magnetism. He could change people's mind using magnetism. He could do everything.
Yeah,
Magnetism was
they
not.
was reaching. They was
Yeah,
reaching.
yeah,
They was reaching.
yeah.
Shoot. What else? The leader of the Brotherhood was
Uh-huh.
was the king of the House of M. Ruled
House of
over
M.
Genosha for a little while. House of M, House of Magneto.
Oh, the House of M. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yep.
now,
Got like 3 kids.
um, Pietro,
Pietro,
Wanda,
Wanda,
um,
Polaris.
Polaris, and then his daughter died when she was very young. I don't know her name, but she
Oh,
died.
right, that child. Yeah,
Yeah.
the non-mutant child.
hmm hmm And
Yeah.
through Wanda, he has some grandchildren. But yeah,
Mm.
that's a good.
Oh, Hulkling. No, it's not Hulkling.
It
Wiccan.
is Hulkling. Hulkling and
What's the
Wiccan. Wait, no, it's not Hulkling.
No,
Uh,
Hulkling and Wiccan are dating, but they're not.
yeah,
No.
it's Wiccan and the fast guy.
Another another speedster. I can't remember his
Yeah,
name.
Speed. Speed.
No,
Is that his name?
His name is
Speed?
Speed.
no,
Yeah, Speed.
Leslie.
Nah.
That's
No,
late.
his name is damn.
Speed.
Well,
All
well.
right.
It is
So
what it
You
is.
are
yes,
what you do.
Magneto has done great things for the the mutant
What's
kind.
his real name? Eric. What's his last name?
Eric Lensher, but he
Lyncher.
actually goes by
No, it's
many
something.
names. Eric Lensher, he goes by Max Earnhardt. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
Eisenhart. I think that's another one of his names. Um
Because he's been
uh,
alive so long, he done had to reinvent himself.
now there's a reason for that. He was alive for
I want to
so
know.
Yeah, he was alive for so long because back in the 90s, he was dating Rogue and he was
Mm,
about 70-ish. So
mhm.
once he died, quote unquote, his clone came forward and he was taking over the
Jesus.
Magneto persona then Zorn. So once it was figured out that I know Zorn was his clone. Magneto came back and he was de-aged by I think it was by absorbing the magnetism from the earth. Um, but
Uh-uh.
yeah, Magneto was
Yeah.
de-aged and made into younger person, I think.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Magnets get rid of wrinkles. Magnets
Yeah.
de-age you.
Yeah.
So, take them refrigerator magnets off your fridge and rub them on your face at night. It's part of your skincare routine. And
Never
you know,
young.
forever young.
I
Yeah, but
wanna be.
in the miniseries, there was a miniseries about it. Magneto was de-aged and he had amnesia. There he
Mm.
suffered, he called himself Joseph, and
Mm-hmm.
that was how he, came back into the fold of the fray as a de-age. It wasn't restoring by magnetism. I'm dumb. I'm saying two different things. He was restored by magnetism by the cartoon. He was actually reduced to infancy by the high evolutionary and then brought back up
Oh,
to,
that makes more sense.
yeah, yeah. He was brought
Yeah, the
back
high
up.
evolutionary is a
Yeah,
dick.
yeah. But he was
And so
de-aged.
he just grew. He had to grow up naturally.
No, he was brought back up to a suitable age or let me rephrase that, a more comic book era age by the high evolutionary. And it was funny because he didn't realize all of the bad stuff that he did as Magneto, like the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants,
Mm-hmm.
stealing the nuclear warheads or anything like that. So
Mm-hmm.
that was a big culture shock for him. And he had to realize, why he was doing that stuff. But Magneto did a
He
lot
had
of
to go to
stuff.
therapy.
Well, I don't think he did go
BetterHelp.com.
to therapy.
He
I don't think he went to
should have.
therapy.
He
Yeah,
should have. BetterHelp.com.
yeah, yeah. BetterHelp.com/BGE pod. But yeah, he had to realize, all of the things he did bad, and he was actually having an identity crisis. But then he realized that this stuff that he was doing bad was to
Mhm,
better protect the mutants, like sealing the
mhm,
nuclear
mhm.
warheads so that they couldn't, um,
Mhm.
so he could use them as leverage for how the U.S. government was treating mutants or or destroying government bases that were building sentinels, which are a genocidal weapon against mutants. And Magneto was a product of the Holocaust, so he's already been through things like that. So,
oh yeah, he's all right. I already know about that genocide.
Yeah.
This your favorite man though, ain't it, Jared?
This is my favorite mutants. Him and Storm are always back to back when I'm thinking about my favorite mutants, because Storm is a goddess. She is a queen. She is like the Beyonce of mutantdom. But Magneto has been through so much. He's like a real figurehead. Like if I was a mutant, then I would have to follow.
Off of GP.
Yeah, I would have to follow him. Like it's no excuse. I would be Brotherhood of Evil mutant. I would do whatever he told me to. I would be on Asteroid M.
Damn.
I would be wherever he was. Like it's
so
like
don't nobody fuck with Charles?
No, I hate Charles. What was the first episode about? Like the whole purpose of this.
Oh well, I mean, like Loronta, you don't fuck with Charles, Loronta?
No, I say I don't fuck with him. I just, us as who we are as people, we automatically, when when Magneto starts saying stuff like, "Hey, for my people, I'm trying to protect them," you're like, okay, they're a marginalized group of people. They're the minority. He want to protect them from the majority. You know what I'm saying? So when he says stuff like that, automatically like, hey, what is he really doing that's so bad? Let's hear him out. So that's how it is.
All right. What has he done that's so bad, Jared? And why was it not so bad and actually a good thing?
I don't think he's done anything bad. Like,
okay.
I mean, probably, ripping out Wolverine's skeleton and then
That's pretty bad.
I mean, it's pretty bad, but they were trying to, they were fighting him. So then if you're fighting somebody who has this ability to always, that has this ability to rip your skeleton out, and he's never done it before, he's like, stop playing with me, boy, then one day he's going to rip your skeleton out. Like, it doesn't, like you're basically a metal man going up against the master of magnetism. What do you think is going to happen? And after that happened, Wolverine did fall into a repressive feral state for a while until Xavier mind wiped him and actually like kind of healed him. But I mean, if you're going up against
Xavier, do some good stuff too, right?
No.
Yes.
I don't think Xavier did. We're not gonna go back on Xavier. We're talking about Magneto right now. Like that.
We are. But Magneto's a fucking villain, y'all. Like,
okay. So why is Magneto a villain?
Because they wrote him that way. I'm just playing.
Stan Lee did write him as a villain when he was being created, but then as Stan Lee started to go in on his character, he realized that he couldn't be a villain. Like, the only villain that is a villain now in today's day and age is the Joker, because he has no reason to be doing what he's doing. None at all. Like, there's no actual redeeming qualities of the Joker. Like, can y'all think of any?
Not in this moment. This episode ain't about the Joker. I thought we were talking about Magneto.
I'm just making the parallels. Like, there's no redeeming qualities. Like, there are redeeming qualities for every mutant, and I think Mr. Sinister as well. There's no redeeming qualities for him either.
For as much as, go ahead.
I mean, he helped the resurrection process in Krakoa, but then he also implanted himself into every mutant that was resurrected. So it's kind of like a if-then situation. So Sinister was always for himself. Magneto has never been about himself. All of his things have been towards other people. But what were you about to say?
I was going to say, what about when he ran up in San Francisco with the Sentinels? For as much as he hates Sentinels first, then for him to like say, all right, I'm going to use these joints as a weapon, and then to like attack regular people with them?
Because fuck them.
That's
why.
Because fuck them, that's why. Exactly. Because
no. I'm trying to remember that was during the when the X-Men moved to San Francisco and got that island off the coast of San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember that story. I cannot remember that story, but I do remember that the catalyst for that story is that Magneto was so apologetic that he saved Kitty Pryde and was not and it had actually go into a stasis and couldn't use his powers for a while. And then ever since when he saved Kitty Pryde from that bullet that was hurling through space, millions of miles away from Earth, he has been with the X-Men ever since. So I don't really know why he went to San Francisco with Sentinels, but he was apologetic and he did good for the X-Men and is continuing to do good for the X-Men even now. Well, he just died in the comics.
I feel like one constant that we're seeing is that all of these people have arcs where they do really good things, they do really bad things. And sometimes they, they're most of the time they're in the middle where they do good things for bad reasons or bad things for good reasons. And I think Magneto is no exception, except for he started way on the bad end. And I think he often defaults to the bad end because it's easier. Because you know what I'm saying? Like it's easier for you to just like steal nuclear warheads for you to, snap somebody's neck when they don't agree with you, Professor Xavier's neck specifically, because instead of actually trying to like live in peace with folks.
And the comic book creators have said that Magneto's going to shift back to that evil for evil's sake in the comic books now, or when he gets resurrected again, after he died on Mars, protecting their mutants. But they said he's going to make another shift towards evil, but I really have to see how this is going to work out, because I bet you that his shift towards evil is not going to be an actual shift to evil. I think it's going to be another thing. Well, I'm doing this because mutants have to be saved. Like, I don't think that anybody now in comics is more evil than what Beast is doing in comics.
What is he
Beast,
doing?
who has
but this ain't about Beast though.
I'm just making parallels. Like Beast, who has
okay.
more. I think that Beast has been spiraling downward ever since the decimation event, where only 192 mutants still had their powers after Wanda depowered them. And now in comics, he is like a Magneto, where he is doing insanely evil things in the benefit of Krakoa. Like he is going around controlled Wolverine and made Wolverine his assassin. He cloned Wolverine, and now there's a lot of Wolverine assassins. He's going around like shooting down torpedoes and killing people who are trying to spy on Krakoa. And the council said that, well, it's for Krakoa, so we're not going to do anything until people actually say something about it, until these countries actually say something about it. And the countries are going to say nothing about it because, they recognize Krakoa as a state. And if you recognize Krakoa as a state and then say that you are spying on them, that's a war crime. And you don't want to go to war with mutants. So Beast is not doing the things that Magneto was doing in the past. So, but I think that Beast is being more evil because he is actually using clones of mutants who are alive and clones of himself even to move forward his nefarious plots, I guess. But yeah, I think that Beast is now the Magneto of our time, and Magneto's dead, so can't really do nothing about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Beast has always been like one of my favorites, but because he's always stayed true. He's like, we use the power of science and goodwill toward all men. So, this knowledge is to make people better. And I feel like folks just kept trying him. Folks just stayed putting him in the worst situations and just telling him to bear it, and then he can't bear it no more. But Magneto is always like, I think the difference is that what we're seeing with Beast is like he's reached a breaking point where it's like I can't maintain the person who I have been up to this point. And with Magneto, it's just like he ain't got no patience, and he'd be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just kill everybody.
I think that after his daughter died, he was really on that crusade of not that I'm just gonna kill everybody, but that by any means necessary mindset, like Malcolm X. Like if if people aren't going to treat us fairly, then I'm going to make sure that people are going to treat us fairly by any means necessary. So I don't think it's like I'm just want to kill people, but I think that Beast is more of, these people need to die. So yeah.
So I was gonna make that parallel that like Charles Xavier is like ML is supposed to be like MLK, and Magneto is Malcolm X, because he's like by any means necessary. And so like as much as I don't fuck with Magneto, like I gotta respect his methods, because it's like, you know, he be getting fucking results. Like Charles be like talking to all these people, be, you know what I'm saying, be sitting with the UN and talking to presidents and shit. Magneto be like, yo, either you recognize Genosha as a sovereign state, or I'm blowing up your country.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
Right. And there's no like negotiation. It's like either this or war. And this is much more preferable to war. Trust me.
Yeah, basically. Let me think. Loronta, do you have any thoughts so far? Because we're just talking.
I'm just listening, because my knowledge of Magneto is the mainstream stuff. So the cartoons, the '96 special, X-Men Evolutions, and you know, different iterations, and then the movies. So that's the only iteration I got of them. So when they did the X-Men First Class series, I really liked it, because they really, you know, did a deep dive, you know, from his childhood to his, you know, adulthood. And when he was just a regular, had a regular family. I'm just chilling, man. I ain't trying to do too much. I'm just trying to stay in the woods with my old lady and my baby. And, you know, people always fucking with me. And then they pushed him over the edge. He snapped. And then, you know, and now he's just trying to protect us. Well, not us, but mutant kind. Or before he passed, you know, but yeah, that's about that.
So did you see the old X-Men cartoon show, the X-Men that was out in like 92, and that is like on Disney Plus right now? Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is supposed to be the most accurate description of the X-Men as it relates to comics, besides some Jubilee stuff. But that's supposed to be like,
because that was based on but they needed a character to like introduce people to the X-Men. They needed somebody in there that we could relate to.
Yeah. So that's supposed to be like the most accurate description. So when they come back, because you know they are coming back next year, this series is gonna start off with, you know, Charles is quote unquote dead. So the series actually starts off with Magneto is in charge of the X-Men. So once we get back to the X-Men 92, I think that people are going to actually see the strives that Magneto went to with these New Mutants, because that's who he was leading, the New Mutants, and the strive he went to with the
this like Cannonball and all them, right?
Yeah, Cannonball and Magic comes in, but this one leads into the real juxtaposition between him. The X-Men are still wary of him, like Storm and all them, and Cyclops. So you're gonna really see Magneto and really get into his mindset of, okay, but this is why I did this, you know. So I think that this next iteration of X-Men 92 is gonna really go into all that.
And so that really begs the question, like, do the means justify the ends? Because a lot of times, like, Magneto do some fucked up shit, but it's always like, I did this so they'll recognize Genosha as a sovereign state, so mutants will have a safe haven. I did this so that, I blew up all these military bases to free the mutant children that were being held inside and experimented on, or so they couldn't create Sentinels anymore. So they do the means always justify the end. I think I said in a different episode, like sometimes like it be innocent folks getting hurt in these shit. Like it's a clerk in there that's an intern. He a poli-sci major, and this is just a lot he pulled to work at this particular installation. All he do is file papers, but he dead too, just for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And Jerry, I feel like you would say that he deserved to die.
Yeah, he definitely deserves to die.
He an intern.
He definitely deserves to die. If you intern for Nazis and you sit in the office,
he ain't choose, but they're not Nazis. These are Americans. These Americans with American institutions. Don't polarize it, man. Don't say Nazis.
If you intern for the government, if you intern for the American government, and the government is experimenting on children who are being locked up and held against their will. No, let's go to real world. The government is making sure. We are locking children up at the border, right? Who can't see their parents, and they are dying, and they're being raped at the border by government officials. If you are an intern there, while these terrorists are deciding to free these children and put them into better places like the Charles Xavier School, and you just so happen to die, I do not feel sorry for you. I'm not going to feel sorry for you because you were killing, raping children. They are being sick.
I was filing paperwork.
No,
I was filing paperwork.
No. If you are at the facility in the office, and the children can be held on the total opposite end of the campus. But if you are at that facility, if you can't even know what's going on, you just filing paperwork. But you're there, you deserve to die because that is what's helping them make sure that these kids get mistreated, raped, sick, and died. So you are helping that.
What's your opinion, man? Jared's an extremist. What's your opinion?
I'm not an extremist. I'm a realist.
And you're saying, do the means or do the ends justify the means? And that's your question, right?
Yeah. Do the means always justify the ends?
Do they always? No. But the road to hell is paved with good intentions as well. So, like, he got good intentions, but hey, how you getting there?
I mean, so I guess Magneto is just willing to go to hell, and Jared is willing to send the world to hell in a handbasket, all for good intentions.
I think that Magneto is not trying to go there, but I think that he is giving these children and these other mutants a chance to make a decision on if they are going to go there. Like,
my thing is, he never tries anything else. Like, he never tries, like, hey, he never approaches the governments and be like, hey, y'all know the shit that I done before. I'm asking for something else. So I'm gonna give y'all a chance to like do the right thing this time.
Magneto always starts with a letter of intent. He always
a letter of intent.
A letter.
I ain't never seen no letter of intent.
I'm using quote fingers. He always goes up to people and said, "These are my intentions. If you do not free these people, I will A, B, and C. If you do not do A, B, and C, I will do C, D, and E." So he always goes up there. He's like, if y'all don't do this by so and so time, I'm just gonna blow it up.
Oh, that's not how I see it. I always see Magneto do the shit and then be like, all right, if y'all don't meet my demands, I'm gonna finish doing this shit. It's like, all right, he don't wiped out. If it's 10 bases, he don't wiped out 5 of them. He's like, y'all got 5 left. I want the rest of these mutants free.
I mean, that's how the X-Men know to stop him, because he always says, if you don't do this, I'm going to do this. And then they don't do that. So then he goes up there and he holds up his end of the bargain. He always starts with that letter of intent, or I'm coming for you. It may not be nice. It may not be professional.
He don't start with the letter of intent. He finished with the letter of intent.
It might not be a letter. He may show up to a place and say, you have an hour to vacate the premises and leave my people here.
But sometimes it's not realistic. Sometimes it's not realistic. So, it's a lot of paperwork to recognize a country as a sovereign state. and
But
you gotta
that's
give
not
folks,
Magneto.
you gotta get a chance, you gotta give a chance for the wheels of bureaucracy to turn. Magneto just be like, fuck it.
Magneto's not a
Exactly.
bureaucrat because the way he sees it, Professor X is the bureaucrat. He is at Congress. He is, and even Beast. They were bureaucrats. He was at Congress with the president on the phone with Shield. He was doing all that stuff. Now Magneto is on the other side of things. He's not going to talk to them because they've already been talked to by mutants. So he's not talking. He's not talking. He's sending that letter. He says, you got 30 minutes to an hour before I come. And
What was you trying to say, Loronta?
No,
sorry,
basically,
Loronta.
basically, like you said, like he'll have a letter or he'll have a messenger. He'll kidnap somebody and send a message. It's different methods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think the method matters.
Yeah.
My thing is, I feel like why does Magneto never decide like, okay, I'm gonna work with the bureaucrats, Charles and Beast or whoever they got on board at the time, and say, all right, y'all go make y'all demands, and if y'all fail, that's when I'll step in, as opposed to just immediately coming in, killing politicians.
I think that Magneto sees, because Magneto and Charles are friends. Very good friends. Tumblr says that they're boyfriend and boyfriend, but whatever.
Magneto, maybe they done had a thing going on at some point, but that ain't.
Think so
I don't think that's consistent. That ain't consistent.
But I think that Charles and Beast and Emma, to some extent, they're all bureaucrats. Like they all know how to talk to people. Magneto, that's not his strong suit. Like you're not gonna put a bureaucrat like that's not a bureaucrat in that position. But and I think that they do all that they can. Like Charles was at this rally, this rally with what's his name? Sabretooth's dad, to try to convince the American people that mutants weren't good, and he wasn't even using his powers. And look what happened. We got the Sentinels, and Beast has a direct line to the top bureaucrats and the president, and so does Professor Xavier, so does Emma Frost. So I think that they do everything that they can. But then when nothing happens, when children are still getting slaughtered, and then the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. won't do nothing about it, then somebody's got to die.
I don't know why you keep bringing up the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. whenever we talk about mutants, because they do not care. They do not care. That's like saying
exactly.
That's like saying the government needs to step in for civil rights. Like the government does not care about Black people. Like
I mean exactly. So I'm bringing them up because the Avengers are supposed to be the protectors of the Earth. Like they're supposed to be Earth's protectors, but they're not protecting this sector. The government is supposed to protect Americans,
like I said,
but they're not protecting Americans. So,
like you just said, the Avengers protect Earth, not Earth's people.
But Captain America does street level things. So Captain America, can go into these mutant facilities and shut them down, and even probably try to talk to them. Probably try to arrest somebody, so that people don't have to die. But he doesn't either.
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. He doesn't. And by that logic, Magneto should be going after all these heroes. He should be going after Captain America, snatching that vibranium shield out his hand.
And that's why.
Is vibranium magnetic?
Yeah, it is, because Magneto has defeated the whole Avengers before. But I think that's why Magneto is not a villain, because Magneto's never said, Avengers, y'all have never saved my people, I'm going to fight you now. Magneto has always gone to the mutants against humanity, to the Sentinels, to the people who were directly bashing mutants. He's never blamed anyone else.
Mutants against humanity.
The Friends Against Humanity. They're the people who always
Friends Against
go after the mutants. The Reavers who cut off
I know you're talking
about, craft them on their bodies. He went after Mr. Sinister when he found that Mr. Sinister was the perpetrator of the Morlock massacre. underneath New York.
Mm.
Like he goes after these people that directly hurt mutants. And I don't think he has any qualms about going over to the, well, Avengers, why didn't y'all do this? Why didn't y'all do this? No, he goes after them directly because he has that power and he can. So he's not going to ask people. But let me ask y'all this. Who do y'all think will be a good casting for Magneto when the Magneto, the X-Men movie comes around?
To the MCU, is it gonna? They're looking for old Magneto, right?
I don't know.
Or,
I do not know. I don't even know how they're gonna do the mutants.
Because where the fuck have they been this whole time? If they're gonna or just write them in,
I don't know.
They're gonna do a different line.
I don't know. Hopefully, we find out with the Marvels, but I have no idea how they're gonna do it. And hopefully,
I would like to see if they. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. Hopefully they announce something at the D20 that's coming out in September. I think it is D23, but I don't know nothing about what's going on. Like there are rumors of Fantastic Four's casting right now that are going around. And they said that Kylo Ren is going to be Mr. Fantastic. That's the rumor. But
he already did that role before, didn't he? Or no, he just No, he didn't. No, he did. I seen like fan made stuff with him in it.
Yeah. So there are rumors as to who is going to be these fantastic people, but I think that mutant rumors are going to start trickling in like they have been on the MCU. They're going to start trickling in very subtly.
All right, I got three. Hear me out.
Okay.
Marvel has a bag. So it's hear me out.
All right.
It's one could be Liam Neeson. Two could be George Clooney. I don't know about George. I'll take George off. Don't do George. And then Matthew McConaughey. I know it's hard. To see Matt. But just hear me out on that Liam Neeson. I think that was my best one.
Yeah. I think Liam Neeson's a good one.
Liam Neeson is a good one. I feel like has Matthew McConaughey played Magneto already?
No.
I don't think he's done anything superhero.
Okay.
I don't think
I can see him. He looked like the guy they had for Magneto in First Class.
We got that Southern draw, so I don't know if he can get rid of it for a role. Because literally, movie, he's gonna go ahead.
I got two. Now they do an old Magneto. Fucking Morgan Freeman. As an old black Magneto.
He is too wholesome to do that role.
I know. I think he could do it. Like the villain that he played in Wanted. I think if he carried that character a little bit further, that's Magneto.
Now, I was about to say he's actually played a lot of bad guys. Recently. I got the receipts, but he's been doing some bad stuff.
And this because he has that calm, calculated bad guy thing, and I think that's one thing that Magneto has always been like. He ain't never been like. He don't ever like really lose his shit. Like he be doing fucked up shit, but he does it calmly. He's like, oh, I thought about this. Like this was the plan. And then they do a young Magneto, Adam Driver.
Adam Driver.
He got that kind of loose cannon face, and I think young Magneto was more of a loose cannon when he be like the younger Magneto when we do see him like losing his shit and like screaming and stuff like that. Yeah, I think Adam Driver would be a good young Magneto.
So I actually have two as well.
Ahead.
Okay.
A black person and a white person. Hear me out.
Equality.
Yeah. And I don't know how it could be a black person because I don't see how they could equate the Holocaust, and I don't think that they should change his Holocaust background.
Yeah.
Unless they make
they change it, make him a slave and make it a civil war.
or the Rwanda. Like there's always stuff in Africa that they can change it to. But
no, I think they should make him a black Jew. You know what I'm saying? Tell those untold stories.
Well, maybe. But
the one black Jewish person that was in the Holocaust.
I think that Clancy Brown, and you may have to look him up. He was in John Wick 4.
Looking him up right now.
He was in John Wick 4. He played a very stoic, direct, quiet character, and I think that would be perfect for Magneto.
Like old ass Magneto, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe like Magneto now, like Magneto that like runs the X-Men.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
And
this look like the soft Magneto.
My second one was from Breaking Bad, and it's actually Giancarlo Esposito. And he's
Black.
Yeah.
See, I did not think of it. I ain't gotta look him up. I know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that
he would make
the best Magneto, but I don't see how you can put a black person in that role. Unless they do some
I mean, just make the one black person like do a little be real footage of like the Holocaust or like a black family in there. Put Magneto in that family.
Yeah. Like it would have to be some real rearranging of history, but I think that he would be the best person.
They have to take some liberties, but it's comic books, man. That's all they do, take liberties.
Yeah,
Giancarlo.
Yeah.
Did y'all see him in The Boys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just all his characters are so like Magneto has to be direct. He has to be fierce and he has to be quiet. And then when he's not quiet, he has to be bombastic and destructive. And I think that both of those actors can really you just threw me off with you singing. I think that both those actors can really put that mind frame into who they are, and I think that they would be excellent choices. But
yeah, no, that's dope. Giancarlo, that's I vote Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah,
cause all the white folks we pick, I'm just like, like they'll do it, but they ain't, it ain't gonna be the role of a lifetime for them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Giancarlo it'll make the role memorable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because they are.
Damn, man.
Marvel offered, I want to say, I think it was the role of Galactus to Denzel, but he turned it down. And so we throwing black folks. I love Denzel, but yeah, John better.
Yeah, Denzel ain't gonna. I don't think Denzel make a good Magneto.
I mean, Denzel's an amazing actor.
He's a great bad guy.
He is,
yeah.
But I wouldn't want to see him as Magneto.
Oh, okay, because you'll see more Denzel than you will see Magneto.
Yeah, like, and I'm tired of low key. I'm tired of seeing Denzel and shit.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, wow. Like I'm just getting tired of him.
Damn, hold on now. He ain't got that much longer to live now. Come on.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So go ahead and retire. Get those producer credits. Let the young folks have it.
He's been directing. Definitely been doing that.
Yeah. But I think that Giancarlo Esposito is probably the best person to be Magnus. Magnus. I think that would be a great
Magnegro.
Yeah. Magnegro. Exactly. Magnegro. Hashtag Magnegro. Giancarlo Esposito.
But then again, Wanda's already been cast. Quicksilver's already been cast. So
really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I mean, Wanda,
Well, Wanda is that girl.
Oh,
and Quicksilver, that boy.
Yeah. Did y'all hear who they cast for Galactus?
Who
did they cast?
Puss in Boots.
What's his name?
I don't know who that.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas?
Yeah.
What's Galactus in Spanish?
Exactly. I mean, Galactus is already not from Earth, so he's whatever he wants to be.
So yeah, he can sound like anything. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know. But yeah, that's who they cast for that. But yeah, so DeMarcus, I feel that you are saying that Magneto should talk about things before he does it with the president.
He should. I think he should just be a little bit more a little bit more realistic in his expectations, because like he be he just be like, yo, do this right now or I'm blowing up everything. And it's like, yo, we're a government. Like, even if I agree with you, I
I can't break down the entire military complex tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but he can, and he has done it before. So
I mean, Magneto can, sure.
Yeah.
Magneto can, but
so I'm to believe that if Magneto was real and if you were a mutant and if you could change water into ice, you wouldn't follow Magneto. You would just wait for the government, the American government system.
Don't put me in that situation because I'm fucked up. I wouldn't.
Well, I'm putting you in that situation. I want to know your real opinions.
I probably wouldn't be doing shit on a large scale. I wouldn't be on one of these big ass superhero teams or world changing teams. I'd be a regular nigga doing regular nigga shit. And when somebody pisses me off, I'll freeze the blood in their veins and just keep on walking.
So you wouldn't have any type of qualms or any type of thoughts about the Sentinels running around or
Hell yeah, I have plenty of thoughts. I have, you know what I'm saying? And when shit was like, I'll be like fucking Luke Cage, like I protect my neighborhood. Like I ain't got time to save the world. No, there's plenty of shit happening right here that I can take care of.
Okay, so when kids in your neighborhood were being abducted for what's that chemical? I forgot what that chemical.
Adrenochrome.
What? No.
Baby cry. That's what these politicians.
No, Magneto.
What? We gotta have an adrenochrome episode now.
What is adrenochrome?
Y'all don't know what that is for real?
No, we don't know what that is.
Look it up. I thought y'all would know. Y'all are still asleep.
Shut up.
I know what
with this bullshit.
It's a chemical compound produced by the oxidation of adrenaline, and how they get it. It's fabled, but they did like American Horror Story on it. Basically, it's like it gives you one of those insane highs, and you get it from babies or small children crying or their pain, and they get it from there. And it's on that Hollywood secret cult shit. That's why they always abducting kids and Pizzagate and stuff like that. But that's not this podcast. I'm sorry. Bring it back.
Yeah, you're talking about some QAnon theories.
It's not.
So what we're talking about is mutant growth hormone.
Yeah. Wow, you're really talking about QAnon on the Black Geek Energy podcast. You need to stop.
And everybody just stopped the podcast right then. Everybody was like, nah. This ain't it. Next thing you know, you're gonna be like Grand Rising.
Exactly.
Wake up.
It's real.
Anyway, so mutant growth hormone.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, I'd be. I'd be concerned about that. Would I like go out and like look for those who are abducted? Because I be getting Amber Alerts, and honestly, I just cut them off, and I don't look for the cars.
Okay.
Like unless an Amber Alert comes on and then I see that exact vehicle with that tag, like matter of fact, I remember one time me and my auntie went riding around looking for a car with an Amber Alert, and she kept having me like write down tag numbers of cars that match that vehicle description. And I was like, auntie, this is a waste of time. Like, we're not gonna find this car. Like, what are the odds of them riding around in our neighborhood?
Come on now.
Wow. So,
and we was looking for like 30 minutes too. I was like, yo, I could be at home. Wow. So I mean, like, I would do shit when it's like something happening right in front of me or something that I can like
look for it
easily go to. But I'm not a detective. No, I'm not a detective.
Wow. All right. Well,
call me when it's action.
Wow. Well, that's not Magneto. And I think that's a great thing.
Magneto ain't no detective either.
but he finds out where the stuff at, and he lets them know that he's coming there to mess stuff up. So
you're right. Can we talk about Magneto as a father real quick? Because his kids are fucked up.
There
you go.
They are.
Like all three of them, all three living ones.
Yeah.
Like,
well, not Polaris
Wanda
as much.
Can't. Not Polaris as Polaris has like regular people daddy issues.
Like Magneto just wasn't around, and she's always trying to for a while she was always trying to win his approval, so she was doing fucked up shit for him. And now she's like, oh, I hate, then she was on that I hate my dad type shit for a while, and like don't ever say his name around me, and it's like, girl, relax. Like you got the power over magnetism, and you tripping because your daddy don't talk to you, girl. Give him a call. Go give him a hug.
It'd be like that though.
But Wanda, she can't even tell reality from what's going on in her head.
Crazy.
And so I think that is the flaw with a lot of, even in like reality, I think that's the flaw with like a lot of powerful men, a lot of like powerful people in general. Like, and people who become these like larger than life icons, they leave their families behind, man. Like they have these kids, these families, and it's just like you can't do both of these. Like you got to choose a path. Either you're gonna be the hero or the villain, or however you see yourself, or you're gonna be the family man. You can't do both.
But the real difference is with Magneto and with a lot of these other fathers in comic books, and especially Charles, is that Magneto consistently goes out and tries to be a good father for his children.
How does he do that?
And even Pietro and Magneto were in the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Even they were doing that until they were like, we can't do this no more. We're joining the Avengers. But he's always been a good father to his children. Tried to be a good father to his children and grandkids.
I don't think that Magneto, like Magneto and Pietro were in the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants together. But it wasn't like, hey son, come help me start this thing and we're gonna do this together. It was hey, you're a mutant and you work for me.
It wasn't like that. Nah. And like when they decided to leave, they left amicably. They're like, we just can't do this anymore. We're leaving. We're joining the Avengers. Like it wasn't no big fight when they left. So it wasn't even.
So like what I'm hearing is Magneto didn't even like fight for his son. He just like his son was like, I'm walking out, and Magneto was like, all right, bye.
No, because Magneto understood that what he was doing was extreme. He understood he's an extremist, and that everybody can't follow behind him. Like back then, it was called the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and they just didn't feel that they could live up to that title anymore. So they had to join the Avengers, or they chose to join the Avengers. So
he put too much on Pietro. That was gonna be my other point.
Pietro and Wanda, yeah, he did.
But he did. He put way too much on them, and Pietro is still to this day trying to live up to his father's expectation. And it's a sad sight to see when that shit goes wrong. That man Pietro be having mental breakdowns.
I mean, yeah, he does, but I think that Magneto has done everything he could for Pietro. Pietro has pushed his father away. Yeah, yes, Pietro has pushed his father away.
Did he read him a bedtime story?
I don't think that Magneto's that type of father.
Exactly. He has not done everything that he could.
But I will say that because he
wasn't even there for Pietro until Pietro was like old enough to like really start using his powers, and he's like, all right, now you got some value to me.
I don't think that's true.
Because when we see it in the movies, they talk about it, and we see it in the we don't see Pietro in the comics until he's like teenage, almost 20 years old.
I don't think that's true.
Before them powers kicked in, and before Pietro could use them shits, Magneto was like, I'm not worried about that, boy. Same with Wanda. He's like, hey, go live with your mama and figure it out. I'm out here saving the world.
I don't think
I'm using air quotes. Saving.
But
you don't think that's true, but that's what we've seen. That's the evidence.
I mean, I'm not going off
what the panels at?
I'm not going off
I'm talking about in the comics too. In the comics too. Where the panels at? Are they on the editing room floor? It didn't happen then.
I'm not gonna say that because I'm not sure what's true and what's not. But I think that Magneto is a good father because I've seen how Magneto has come to Pietro's aid in Quicksilver's comic book about his daughter Luna and about his wife Crystal. Like Magneto was a big part of that comic book because he was trying to unite himself and Pietro so he could be a better father figure. But of course, Pietro was pushing him away because in the past, Pietro was trying to, be like Magneto and live up to Magneto. But as you see now in Krakoa, even though it's been said, or what, I don't know what they're doing with Krakoa, the Wanda and Pietro aren't really Magneto's biological children. Magneto's still there for Wanda, who was just killed on Krakoa. And even though everybody was against Magneto at that time, you see in the backstory that Magneto and Scarlet Witch, they were together. They were one when the whole of Krakoa, which is something that Magneto founded, was, Scarlet Witch was public enemy number one because of the decimation event. But even though, there was hatred towards Wanda, they didn't want her on the island, Magneto was still by her side. Magneto was still like, I'm always going to be here for you. I'll always love you. So Magneto has always tried to be a good father. And even in the Vision comic book, when Vision had all of his family around that table, they, and by on the table, I mean like Wanda, Wonder Man, both Wanda's kids, even the little
what Wonder Man got to do with it?
Because Wonder Man, Vision is based off of Wonder Man's psyche.
Right.
Yeah. So and Victor Mencia, who is based off of based off of Vision's psyche, and he was created to destroy all the superheroes. They were all at the table together, and even the Grim Reaper, they were all at the table together, and they were saying, I wish that Magneto could be here too, because he's a part of this family. So, it's still, everybody still has that love for Magneto as a father figure. And I think that Magneto really does try everything he can for his kids and his grandchildren.
Boy.
I think he tries when things are going well. And outside of that, he be like, fuck y'all.
No,
until I get my shit together.
Because in the example I just gave you, nobody was on Wanda's side. And then when Wanda came to,
but things were going well. But see, in that example, things are going well. He's founded Krakoa. He's got that. He's got that shit together, because we see it again in the House of M. When he got the House of M together, and then I think that whole thing, he used Wanda. I think he manipulated her to create the entire mutant, like the all mutant world. Because Wanda, like, from what I know of Wanda's character and what we've seen of her, like, that was never really a big thing for her. She wasn't worried about like, oh, everybody should be mutants, mutant equality. She's like, my kids, my kids, my kids. And so when she does that, I was like, that's all Magneto in her ear right there when she makes the entire world mutant.
I don't think so. Because remember, mutants are still hate and feared everywhere. Like, even though she is Avenger, she's still a mutant first. So she knows that mutants are hate and fear. So when she makes up this new reality for the world, she's going to put mutants in the forefront. And then she just so happens to put her family in the forefront and make Magneto the figurehead of that family, because, Magneto has always been a figurehead of mutant rights.
But that's
that's
Magneto. That's all Magneto though. That's because
I don't think that.
Even when she said like Magneto was in the room when she was like, no more, or not no more mutants, but whenever she makes that change, Magneto was in the room when that happened.
Yeah, so, true, but I think that
she ain't that ain't her own idea. She ain't come up with that on her own.
No,
Magneto accepted that into her.
I believe that, but I don't think that was purely a Magneto thing. I think that was Wanda's dream world, and in Wanda's dream world, who better to rule this world of mutants than somebody who has proven to be a defender of mutants for so long? Who better do that than her father? So and
I mean, I ain't gonna argue with you on that point. But my thing is, like, Magneto only care about his kids when things are going well, or when he needs them, or when he wants them.
No, go ahead.
It ain't like he's not there when they're in, he's not always there when they're in trouble. Like now, like, he's getting older, he's getting up in the years, getting a little long in the tooth. Everybody,
Loronta, I feel like you can speak on this. All the ancient niggas, when they get old, they be like, all right, I'm trying to be a good dad. I'm trying to turn my life around now. And I'm trying to go to church and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's like, I'm not saying it's too late, but it's like, this is a story we've seen unfold 1,000 times.
But even going back to this recent Krakoa event where Scarlet Witch was being they didn't that story where Scarlet Witch was redeemed for create a new way to resurrect mutants. Scarlet Witch, before, she was hated by the mutants, by all mutants. She was hated. Like the people in Krakoa preached about their disdain for her. So if Magneto was found out hugging her, yeah, it was for a valid reason, because she did the decimation of it. If Magneto was found hugging her and being a member of the council, then all of Krakoa would have crumbled, because it wouldn't make any sense to the people that were in Krakoa. So that was a reason why, I don't think what you're saying is right, because if, things weren't going good for Wanda. Things weren't going good for Wanda, but Magneto assured her that they were still on the same page. And even with the Children's Crusade, where Dr. Doom was trying to take Wanda's children. Even there, Magneto showed up and showed out for Wanda again. So it's still,
I think, but I think that kind of stuff, when Magneto does that kind of stuff, it doesn't come from like, oh, I need to protect my children I don't think it's like, oh, I care so much about one, I need to protect her. It's like, I cannot let anyone fuck with my family, because then I lose face as Magneto. It's coming from a place of pride. It's like I can't have nobody think they can just like take my grandchildren, fuck with my children, because then next thing you know, they're gonna think they can fuck with me. And that's definitely not the case.
I mean, I don't think it's a pride thing with Magneto, because one has proven that she can take care of herself. And even Wiccan has proven, Wiccan's a demi.
When she can take care of herself.
Okay, and Wiccan's a demiurge. Yeah. Like, he can make anything happen. So he can take care of himself, even against Dr. Doom. So Magneto just showing up when
they can take care of themselves, they can take care of themselves, yeah.
Yeah. I guess. But I think that Magneto showing up was an added bonus to the resolution of that comic. And yeah, I don't think it was a pride thing at all, but he showed up for his children again. I think that even though
I'm not saying that he doesn't show up, I'm just saying that it's not coming from a place. I'm arguing against your reasonings for him showing up. He ain't showing up for the reasons you think. He ain't this big family man that you're trying to make him out to be.
No, I don't think that he is reading and tucking in his children at night, because I think that after the loss of his first children, after his loss of the first child that he had, subsequent children have been like, I love you. Here's your dinner, or your dinner for the week is in the fridge, but I got to go out and protect you now, because that's my goal. Like, I think that Magneto is like a less evil Cersei. I know you hate her, but I think Magneto is like a less evil Cersei. Like I think that he is all about the protection of his children.
I think Magneto is all about the protection of mutants, and his children are mutants, so he's like, so they fall under that category.
Yeah.
But I would like to see Magneto have a human child, and how he interacts with a human child that doesn't have any mutant powers.
I mean, we don't know what.
And you make that face, and you make that face because he'll be like, "Fuck that baby."
I mean, we don't know what his first child would have been, but we know that Magneto was a mutant. We don't know. And his first child was not experiencing any mutant characteristics.
Had not shown any signs yet. Because she was still prepubescent, and mutant powers don't activate till you like 13, 14.
Yeah, so we don't know.
DNA test. All my kids have powers. Who are you?
That's exactly how you would have been, Loronta. You'd have been like, nah, DNA test this baby. Nah, test him again. Nah, let me come do the test, because this ain't no way my kids ain't got powers.
He'd be like, Moira? Moira, get in here. We got a situation. Moira, right now.
We gonna find a way to get this baby some powers. They ain't mine.
No.
Yeah.
I think that he would still be a protective father if that kid had not been
Nah,
mutant.
I think he'll send that kid somewhere and be like, "Shut the fuck up, don't say nothing."
Wow. But you know,
Like,
I
you
do
don't
think
get to
that
talk.
I do think that his children, I mean, he would not have been as extreme as if that child didn't die. So
That first child didn't die. No, I agree.
yeah,
I agree. That really broke him.
yeah.
Can't imagine what that feels like.
Mm-mm.
All
So
right. Well,
wait,
break
well,
time.
let's ask the dad in the room.
Yeah.
How would you do for your kids? Like do you feel that Magneto's a good father, or do you feel that he shouldn't have been so destructive as he was trying to protect his children?
And there you go. That's that second one. Because like you said, it is, at the end of the day, it's all about your children and kids. But yeah, like he's like Mark just said this whole time, like intentions have been great, but the way he's been going about it has not been the best. And he kind of forced them into different factions and shit like that. So I mean, we're mutants, man. Y'all got powers. You know what I'm saying, put in some work. You know what I mean? Like how other ethnicities, they open up a store, right? You know, who's working at the store? Not random people off the street. Your kids gonna work at the store. So, you know, if I started a faction, shit, y'all better get with it. You better run real fast. You better confuse folks' heads. Come on. You better come put this work in.
Yeah.
So
So do you
yeah.
think that if you were in Magneto's place, that you would be, you know, like Magneto and be as
Nope, not at all.
extremist? Oh, really?
I'll create something, but it won't be a secret. But I would have did he did create like a whole, whole separate situation, safe from mutant kind, and that'd be about the end of it. Like I won't be waging war and all that hoopla. But
So you
we're
would just
only
let Sentinels roam free?
that's what I'm saying. We're only seeing the reaction, so I don't know. Because you can't listen, because they're after you. If they're hunting you, you got to protect yourself, right? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Uh, okay. Okay. Good talk. Good talk, you guys.
Mm-hmm. Good talk. Good talk. So,
So
Magneto's a sticky wicket.
I don't think so.
mhm.
I I I think that he's not a sticky wicky because I think that I truly believe in what he's doing and what he says and how he's been. So I don't think he's a sticky wicky at all.
And that's fine. I don't believe in his methods. I also like believe in like what the things Magneto tries to do and like the things he stands for in
Mm-hmm.
theory on
Mm-hmm.
paper. Yeah. But his
But
methods and how he like actively accomplishes these goals, absolutely not.
but people die every day.
Ooh.
I
So
mean, yeah, but that doesn't make it right. No.
I don't think
Like
Magneto's
shit.
campaigning to go into heaven. So he's not trying to,
He's
you
not.
know, be the
He's not.
best person.
He's never said that he was a moral star, a
He
moral
hasn't.
guy.
He hasn't.
Not at all. Not fucking all.
All right. So let's go ahead, take a quick break, and let's come back with everybody's favorite part of Black Geek Energy.
Questions. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back, listeners. If you made it this far, you made it to your favorite part of the show. We got questions from our viewers like you. Once again, you want to submit any question at all to ask to the pod on our weekly taping. You can submit them to Black Geek Energy on Instagram and TikTok and and Gmail as well. So blackgeekenergy@gmail.com. And on Twitter at BGE_pod. That's BGE_pod for Twitter, Black Geek Energy for TikTok and Instagram. All right, guys, let's dive on in. All right, the first one is coming from Brett. He has a quick matchup. He says Wolverine and Cyclops versus the Red Ranger and Green Ranger. Things to know. He said things to know. You win by death or knockout. No Megazords, no outside help. And they're talking about the original.
Wolverine,
sure?
definitely. Wolverine and Cyclops, hands down. Like they can't use their Megazords.
Yeah.
This ain't even a fight. These are regular people in suits.
This the Green Ranger and the Red Ranger.
This is like if I went and put on a Ranger suit and started to fight Wolverine and Cyclops.
The Ranger suit gives you superpowers.
I mean, they're enhanced. They're enhanced.
Like barely.
but Cyclops Wolverine has fought with Captain America, and he's been alive for over 100 years. And when people kill him, he don't die. He regenerates. And then Cyclops is a military trained technician who's been training in military conditions with Shi'ar technology since he was 14 years old. So there's no type of even comparison.
Versus two teenagers from Angel Grove who learned how to fight in the karate studio.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here.
They're going to try to. What you say?
They gonna murder these kids.
Yeah.
Tommy and Jason ain't gonna go out like no punks. But okay. And then they had another.
They are gonna go out like
even if you use the even if you use the Megazords, they're still taking them down like they fought Sentinels who are trained to kill them.
If they use the Megazords, it'll be a more fair fight. It'll be like then if they use the Megazords, if they get to use their Zords, they ain't gonna go out like no punks. If they get to use their Zords. But if it's just them, if it's body on body,
okay.
And I'm thinking about the extra powers, because there's a current Power Ranger comic books out right now that I dipped into. But and I'm thinking about, and there's no chance that these people can even begin to comprehend the strength and the proudness of these people. Like if Wolverine
because they ain't never killed
them, it's done.
Yeah, the Power Rangers ain't never killed nobody, man. Like they ain't got it. They ain't got it in them. They ain't got that dog in them.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, Brad. But that
was
dumb. Sorry, Brad.
It wasn't dumb. It wasn't dumb. It was a sad matchup. It was a sad matchup.
You'll be surprised. All right, this one's Samantha from Cincinnati. She asks, do you believe the current efforts towards diversity and representation in geek culture sometimes prioritizes tokenism over genuine inclusivity and risk perpetuating stereotypes? All right, Samantha, hold on now.
Yes, I do.
You gotta.
Yes, I do. Because there is a comic book out right now, and it comes
hold on, wait, Jared. Was that the end of the question, or was there more?
That was the end of the question. What I was going to say to Samantha.
Okay, you started saying, hold up, Samantha. I'm like, oh, she's for bigger words now.
Yeah. I was
like tripping over these damn words.
Samantha, we appreciate it.
Hey, Samantha, take it easy on our boy, man. He just learned to read yesterday.
You gotta sit up. Wow. You gotta sit up and read this. You can't sit back and read. You gotta sit up and read on this one. But
put your glasses on.
Right.
But
read it for me one more time. Could you reiterate for me
one more time? Samantha from Cincinnati. Do you believe that the current efforts towards diversity and representation in geek culture sometimes prioritize tokenism over genuine inclusivity and risk perpetuating stereotypes?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Because now in comics, there is a current series going on who's just going to release a new issue tomorrow called Bishop's War Class. And this comic is about Bishop going into another timeline where the current X-Men and current mutants are all Black. In fact, everybody who has the mutant gene is Black. And this comic is a ripoff of the Black comic book.
Black.
And yeah. And some of the things that they say, like Emma Frost, and like, I mean, they're drawn incredibly well. Like you see Iceman and his hair is black, and you see Cyclops and Jean and Emma Frost and the Krakoa table. But some of the things that they say in this comic book are very suspicious. And yeah, I'm reading it, but I'm like, my eyebrow is up. And there was this other thing where Miles Morales was going through different realities. And like in these different realities, he was a different superhero. Like in one, he was the Hulk, and one, he was Iron Man, and in one, he was Thor. And in this comic book, Thor, Asgard it had graffiti all over it. Everybody was talking in Ebonics for some reason. They were using things like yo, like the gods of Asgard were using things like yo and bro, and it just didn't match up to. And so it was just that tokenism, Blackness for blackness sake. Let's get some people to buy this comic book, and it was very, tokenism. But I do think that comic book creators, especially mainstream comics, are using their wonderful Black characters either not enough so that we can learn about these Black characters and appreciate them, but they are using them for, let's get the Black audience in here. Like Brian Michael Bendis, he even said that Miles Morales would not have been made if he did not have a Black child that he adopted. So it's like, a Black character wasn't good enough for your comic books until you had this person that was living in your house and you looked at them every day and said, maybe they should be represented once. He's a great character. I love Miles, but the fact that he was made in such, poor reasoning, makes me, shift my eyebrow up. So yes, I do think so. Most definitely.
I think that that Brian Michael Bendis situation, I think that it was just, I don't think it's just like a Black character wasn't good enough. It's that a Black character didn't occur to me until I was in proximity to Blackness, which I think is the case with a lot of white folks. They don't grow up and they don't live in proximity to Blackness, so Blackness does not ever cross their mind until it's time to make money. Like you said, I don't disagree with any of what you said, Jared. But I think you talked a lot about comic books. I think in the larger geek culture, we're like including movies and TV shows and stuff. I think it is improving. Like we're seeing more Black representation, more. What was that?
Sound like a white girl.
No, shit. Somebody out here messing with white women.
No, we can't do that now.
I'm gonna call the council. I'm gonna call the delegation. But damn, maybe lose my train of thought. That's why you don't mess with.
Dang, that's why you don't mess with white girls. Okay.
I ain't say that. That's not what I said, y'all. I'm equal opportunities. I love everybody. But I think it's getting better. I think there's more voices being given to Black stories, but I think that what's starting to happen is that there's a lot of I think they call it like race casting. It's just like casting already white, like traditionally white characters as Black people, which is cool. It was nice the first couple of times. It was like, oh, dope. I haven't seen a Black Superman. Not that that's happened, but as an example. But now it's getting to the point where it's like, oh, you're doing that instead of like producing more Black stories or giving voice or uplifting these Black stories. And I think that's the direction things need to go. Like, there's plenty of Black characters out there. Goddamn, the comic book Black that we mentioned, they could have just, made that a show, made that into a movie, made that into a larger comic book, made a rerun of that, as opposed to it would have been great because I'm reading it now and it's dope.
Yeah.
Luke Cage is a good one they put out there.
I mean, but even Luke Cage is married to Jessica Jones, and I still gotta raise my eyebrow up at that. So,
I mean, if y'all,
Oh, go ahead, Demarcus.
Well, that's pretty much it.
But
Yeah. What's the
even
next question?
but no. But even you said the
Okay.
larger Black geekdom. Okay, so let's look at Finn. Like in everything with Finn, I think they drew in Black audiences because they were like, we're gonna find a new Black character, and he's going to be a Jedi. We look at Finn, and what is he?
Yeah.
A queer baiting Black
Yeah.
guy.
Yep. That pissed me off too, because I was
Yeah.
ready for that shit. I was like, oh, we finna get this is Mace Windu's second coming. Nah, some raggedy ass stormtrooper.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A stormtrooper.
Pussy ass stormtrooper.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, because they only want us to be so great, but this is not that podcast. What's the next question?
No. I mean, Loronta, how do you feel?
It is actually. You know what? It is that podcast because it's the Black Geek Energy. It is that podcast. So yeah, but only only in the context of like the geekdom.
Yeah. But Loronta, how you feel?
But yeah, man.
I can, like you said, the Blackness just for being Black. I don't really. What's the word? Pandering. I don't like when they pander to us. Because we've been a market, and with every kind of industry, from shoes, hair, food, like the Black business is $1 trillion entity. So it's a good thing that we are getting that said representation. But it's like, how in June, right? Month is that. So when June 1st come around, everybody has all these rainbows. By the time July 1st come around, all right, throw that shit out. So I don't want it to be performative. That makes sense. That's my only knock, because like in the late 90s, they were like, oh no, we're not even gonna produce half this shit. Whereas 20 years later or 30 years later, which is great, they are. I just hope they keep that same energy through, the 20s into the 30s, 40s, and so on and so forth. So that's my only thing. But I didn't know that about Miles Morales. I remember when they did create him what was it, like 10 years ago. I remember when they created him, but I didn't know the creator created him just because of his adopted Black son. So learn something new. Oh, also, I'm sorry about that, Black daughter. Learn something new.
And I got one more thought about this.
Well, I got one more thing too.
Well, let me go first.
It ties directly into what. Go ahead.
But even this Disney executive who was just fired from Disney, he said that Black people wouldn't like the Black Panther movie because Black people don't go to movies. Like, think of all the other Black things or Black characters or Black stories that could have been made by Disney if this Black executive wasn't there. But then again, they have to always pander to us, make us less than. Finn comes around. Anyways, go ahead, DeMarcus.
But Lonzo, you were saying how like we've always been a market. That's true. But but like Jared said, like even sometimes you said it was a Black executive that said that Black people don't go see movies.
It was a white man from Russia.
It was white. I was like, okay, white executive. Okay, yeah. I mean, but like we've always been a market, and like it's never recognized until it is. Because you think about Milestone Comics back in the 90s when they were created, it was hard for them to get on shelves. A lot of comic book stores wouldn't sell Milestone Comics because they're like, this is a comic for Black kids and Black people don't buy comic books. And so, it's sort of a chicken and the egg situation. Like, is it that Black people don't do these things? We don't buy comic books, we don't go see movies, or is there just not material out there that we actually want to purchase? You know what I'm saying? And then we're at the point now we're so starved for Black representation that when they do pander to us, when they do put out the lowest quality of it, it's like we gotta, a lot of us grasp at it because that's the only thing we got.
Like I'll never forget that one Instagram that went famous about that family who went to see Black Panther, and the guy was like, this is how white people feel all the time, when he was looking at the poster. Like, this how white people feel every time they go to the movies? This is how they feel? This is what they see?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Y'all gotta be careful. Yeah, y'all gotta we gotta when we had those kind of questions, we gotta ask them halfway through the show. We'll go in.
Yeah, we go on and on.
Bro, open them
What's
up.
the last question?
Last question coming from Terrence. What advice would you give to aspiring Black geeks who may feel hesitant or underrepresented in the geek community, but are eager to embrace their passions and share their unique perspectives? I'll take this one real quick. I would say step one, create a Facebook if you don't already have one. And two, there's so many different online groups, especially, Black, just Black nerd, Black geek, just a bunch of different Black groups. So, and in there, you generally meet people. Of course, there's always assholes in every group, but you'll meet people on your level or better who can expose you to different things. And I appreciate you listening to us. I'm glad you listening to us. So step one, actually start follow BGE on every podcast platform. I'm sorry, that's step one. Step two, create their Facebook, and then do all those steps. But continue listening to us. That's good right there. But no, join different communities and stuff like that. Y'all go ahead, guys.
My advice is, and I'm not the first to give advice out, but if you just start doing it, I've been thinking about doing something and letting my voice be heard in a podcast for years now. And then I just started doing it. I could just call up Loronta one day and said, let's do this. So I think you have to start doing it, whether it's a podcast, a comic book, or a game, or a anime series, and you got to learn how to draw. You got to learn how to write, or you got to learn how to do something that is going to put your creation out there. Like this Black studio, like there's a Black studio now in Japan, but he wouldn't have started that if he had been like, if he had been like, nothing, I'm scared because there are no Black creators in anime. But like his third project starred Lakeith Stanfield. So I mean, you have to go out there and you have to just put your best foot forward, and you have to create, and you have to make it good, and you have to keep creating until you get something good. And if you don't get something good, then you can have meaningful creations. So you just have to do it.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether this question is about creation or consumption of geek culture, and I'm going to answer on the consumption end. Like, you just got to get, and it's really the same advice. You just got to get out there. Like, it's not, you're right, it's not a lot of representation for Black people. So if you want specifically Black stuff, first up, follow Black Geek Energy. We'll be posting all the time. We'll be talking about Black comics, Black movies, Black characters to check out and whatnot. But whatever you're into, whatever characters you like, whatever characters you kind of like, whatever characters you don't like, what I'm saying, characters you hate, just dive in, find anything. Because I think that was when I was younger, that stopped me a lot from reading comics and really diving head first into geek culture, because I was I'm already I look like a geek. I had glasses, I was real skinny, had braids, clothes too big. And I was if I walk around with a if I have a comic book, in my hand at this point, it's over for me. I'm social career is ruined. But when I finally did get into that stuff, I really enjoyed it. Got a collection of over 400 comics now, and I ain't been collecting in a while, or so it'll be twice as big. But I'm about to start back. So yeah, just start doing it, and start with what you like. Start small. Start scared.
Yeah.
Start with tears in your eyes. Just start.
Yes.
I mean, look at Loronta. Look at Alejandro. We've introduced him to something every podcast, and even his foray into Dungeons and Dragons, he said that it was long, but he really enjoyed it, and he's looking forward to the next game. Imagine if this was, or if that campaign was weekly, and how much fun he would be having for a week. My last campaign lasted 2 years, and it doesn't seem like it lasted that long. And every week it was 4 hours long. So you have to dive in head first. You have to just do what you want to do, and you have to try it out. So yeah.
Damn sure. Because my ass was not trying to do no D&D at all. Yep, I played 2 games since we played.
Oh, you played other games?
You done played 2 games since the lesson?
I'm just playing. I just want to see if y'all listening.
Oh,
you
I was
can't
about to
do
say,
that.
you
I
been
was
cheating
about
on
to-
us?
I mean, you can. You can.
Nah.
Oh
Oh,
my
I guess this is
God.
an
I would
open
be so
D&D
happy.
relationship now.
No, I would be
Nah.
happy if he went out and started playing.
I would too. I would
If
too. If
I
you
do,
found another
it
group
would
to play with, that'd be dope.
it
As
would
long as you
be
still made time for us.
not saying they black, but it like like I said, it's all about the type of folks and type of people, and you can't do that. That's not the official rules.
Yeah.
Oh my God, brother.
You'll be
come on.
surprised how many people are not like that.
Yeah,
playing
you would
D&D.
be.
Yeah.
I
You'll
am.
be surprised. Like we know that's the archetype, that's the stereotype, but like most folks are not like that. Most folks are like, we're here to have fun, and you want to do something that's not written in the rules? Go ahead. I'll allow it. Or I'll make
Yeah.
you roll for it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, but I'm
Mhm.
gonna let you know now, Alejandro. I'm a stickler for the rules. And I'm going to try and
I
kill
know.
you. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and kill
Loronta is like, Jared as a DM is like, he don't pull no punches.
you. Mm-mm,
He don't fudge no dice rolls.
mm-mm.
If your characters are overwhelmed and only one person is standing, oh well.
Yeah. So I
You
am gonna.
trying to sneak in another spell, and you ain't got twin spell or war magic? It ain't happening.
Actually, you can't do that right now because yeah, I'm that DM. So, but you can have fun. I promise.
But it'll be fun.
I promise you
It'll
have
be
fun. And then again, I've only DM one game. So I'm learning like you're learning. So,
Was it that game? Was it that one shot we played during our campaign?
yeah. Well, I DM 2 games. 3
Okay,
games.
then. What's that?
Yeah, I DM
There
3
you
games,
go.
but yeah. Yeah, I think that we I do think that I'm going to try to kill you because I have to have fun too. I'm not being like, and now the person did this. And now, no, I'm going to be looking for ways to kill you. Like, I'm not going to use your own information to kill you. But I'm gonna have ways to kill you.
I just want some role play. As long as there's sufficient role play, I'll be good.
I mean, I thought about that. It's making more role play, but then Candace and Loronta said they like the battle, so it can't be about us.
I mean, role play from you. Role play from you.
Oh,
Like,
I'm gonna do role play.
I like when the DM like gets into the characters and then
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna get into role play and yeah. We can't have too many characters. I'll be forgetting. I'm not Matt Mercer, but I
hey, you better take some notes.
Yeah. I'm gonna take some notes. But yeah, I am gonna try to kill you guys when I am the DM in our next game. So
it's all right because we're leveling up again, right?
Yeah, we're going up to 10.
Well, yeah, we're gonna be level 15.
Level 10.
No, level 10.
Yeah,
level 10.
Yeah, level 10.
We go level 10. Okay. I'm gonna start.
I'm hyped for my character, y'all.
I'm hype.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Well,
I
hope that was a good preview of what's to come. But thank you for listening to this show, Black Geek Energy. Make sure you follow us on social media. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Black Geek Energy. Follow us on Twitter at BGE_pod. And if you have a question, you can email us at blackgeekenergy@gmail.com. And make sure you go on iTunes, and I'm talking to y'all too right now. Make sure you go on iTunes. Make sure you look at Black Geek Energy. Make sure you scroll down. Make sure you give us 5 stars or give us 1 star. Give us however many stars you feel with y'all being on this podcast every week. And make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you go ahead and leave a comment because I ask you this every week and y'all have never done it. So y'all have Apple accounts because y'all have Apple phones. So what y'all need to do is open the podcast app. And no, I'm being serious. Not only do you need to open that podcast up, but y'all also need to follow the podcast. Like, do y'all even listen to stuff after recorded? Probably not. But y'all need to go in there, comment. Comment
on my podcast list.
And let us know how you feel. And I'm talking to y'all. Comment now. And Loronta, you need to start commenting on our Instagram page. Because, okay, you're not going to open up TikTok or whatever you call it, but you need to start commenting on our Instagram and sharing our feed, because nobody's going to know about, like all of DeMarcus friends, they be commenting. But all your friends don't comment because you're too scared and you don't want your friends to know that you're on this geek podcast. So
I don't have
you don't want them to know you're a geek. You
don't
still
want them to
ashamed to
know.
be a geek after everything we done did?
what?
Okay, cool. So you need to start being more active on this podcast, and you need to show the other listeners what to do on our socials. And make sure that all y'all also go to betterhelp.com/BGE-pod and let them know that we sent you. But that's all I had to say. I just had to get that off my chest. But yeah. Any more words from the peanut gallery? Because you be on social media all the time doing everything except for supporting the podcast.
BGE out. BGE out.
I was failed. But yes, okay. BGE out. Bye.
BGE out. All right, let's take a break to check in on our geeks. How are y'all doing? How are y'all feeling? How's your heart? How's your mind? Now, y'all have asked us about mental health before and what our feelings are on mental health, and I say that your mental health is just as important as your physical health, your spiritual health, and your financial health, your fiscal health. And therapy, a lot of times, is a bridge to those other things. And so our sponsor, BetterHelp, is here to help us with that and help you with that. And I know a lot of y'all don't believe in therapy. Y'all ain't got time for it. You know, can't nobody tell you how you feel. But that's not what BetterHelp is here to do. What BetterHelp does is that they have licensed professionals that help you understand why you're feeling the way you do and are able to walk you through those feelings and help you get to a better place or just to reassure you of where you already are. I'm in therapy myself, and I can tell you that it's working for me. So, you know, why not give it a try? You can go to betterhelp.com/BGE pod. That's beta gamma epsilon pod for 10% off and get started with BetterHelp today.